Hello, I'm Kelly Dennis. I'm a licensed professional counselor, and I work with people who struggle with various things. But what I've noticed about most people, my clients and just people in general, is that we all seem to have difficulty regulating our emotions and managing our distress and just being able to live a carefree life. And so I've developed this YouTube channel with tricks and tips and techniques to help you to hopefully lead a better life. And if you've been following along, you know that I really like mindfulness. And so today I just wanted to walk you through a simple mindfulness meditation. So as always, get into a comfortable position. You can be lying down or seated. Just make sure that your head, neck, and spine are straight. Putting something underneath your knees if you're laying down, and your lower back if you need to have that support. If you're sitting up, make sure your feet are firmly planted on the floor. And so now just begin by taking a nice deep breath in and letting it out. And taking another deep breath in and letting it out. Just allowing your body to settle in on the exhale. And one more time, a deep breath in and let it out. Just allowing yourself to become more comfortable with every breath you take. And now just settling in to breathing in whatever way feels comfortable to you. Noticing how it feels to breathe. Most of the time we don't pay very much attention to breathing. So right now, just be mindful of your breathing. Notice the rise and the fall of your body as you breathe in and as you breathe out. Notice the quality of the air. What does it feel like when you breathe in? Maybe it's a little cooler. And then when you breathe out, maybe it feels a little warmer. And if while you're focusing on your breath, your mind happens to wander to your to-do list or something that was bothering you, just notice where it went and thank it for going there, and then gently bring it back to your breath. And do that as many times as you need to, with no judgment. Just noticing that your mind wandered, and then gently bringing it back to your breath. Try to be mindful of just your breath right now. Paying attention to whether it seems difficult to breathe now that you're observing and being mindful of your breath, or if it still seems effortless and calming. And now allowing your awareness of your breath to move to the background, and bring into your awareness your sense of hearing. So what are you hearing? Obviously, the sound of my voice right now. And probably a little bit ago, my air handling system in my office, it's pretty loud. What's going on around you? What sounds do you hear? Perhaps it's very quiet where you are. Or perhaps it's very, very busy and there are a lot of sounds. Just notice them right now. And again, if your mind happens to wander, that's okay. Notice where it went and bring it back, listening to whatever sounds you can hear. And sometimes, as you're being mindful of sounds, they can take on a different quality. They sound maybe different than they did before. You might notice a difference in my voice that you haven't really paid attention to before. Maybe there's a common sound in your environment that you're really able to tune into right now that you haven't really noticed before. And now allowing your awareness of the sounds to fade into the background. Bring into your awareness your sense of touch. So become aware of your skin and perhaps the way it feels with your clothes against it. Noticing how your back feels with the fabric touching it as your back rests against the chair or whatever you're lying on. What's that like? If you wear glasses like I do, just bringing your attention to the weight of the glasses as they rest on your ears and your nose. For those of us who have worn glasses for a long time, most of the time we're not even aware of that sense of pressure or touch on our face. But you can notice it when you bring it to your awareness. Perhaps you have jewelry on. What does that feel like as it touches your skin, your ears, your neck, your fingers? See if you can notice perhaps your socks or your shoes on your feet, and how that feels as your feet touch the fabric or touch your shoes. And there's a fan going in my office right now, so I can be aware of the air as it moves across my skin. When I become aware of it, it creates little goosebumps. And so just scan your body and notice touch in your skin. And now allowing that sensation of touch or feeling to fade into the background. And then bring your awareness to your sense of smell. As you take a deep breath in, what do you notice? What do you smell? Perhaps there are strong smells. We automatically judge them as pleasant or unpleasant sometimes, but try to just take a non-judgmental stance and just notice what you're smelling. I have a lavender candle in my office right now, so I'm smelling this subtle scent of lavender. My last client had some perfume on, so I can still smell the subtle notes of the perfume. They're cooking in the cafe below, so I can smell the aromas of the food wafting up Again, if you find your mind wandering while you're trying to be mindful of smell, just notice where it went and then bring your attention back to your sense of smell. Now allow your awareness of your sense of smell to fade into the background and bring your attention back to your breathing. And taking a nice deep breath in and letting it out, moving your body around and waking it up a little bit, maybe stretching out. And then whenever you're ready, you can bring your awareness back to your surroundings. And before you get up and go on with the rest of your day, just take note of how you feel. Is there a difference in your mood? Is there a difference physically in your body? Just notice how you feel. Mindfulness doesn't necessarily always relax us, but it usually does help us to really be in tune with ourselves and our environment. And so that can really create a difference in your mood. I hope this brief little mindfulness exercise was enjoyable and helpful, and I hope you'll practice it. I'm Kelly Dennis. Be well and have a wonderful day.